Hey everyone, Primal Manimal. Finally made it to shop stream. Going to be working on a lightsaber today. I was finally able to get this weird hole drilled out here for my power switch that I'm going to be attaching. That's the power switch there. It's kind of cool. Very small, but now it just fits right in there. So, going to be working on that. Going to be working on some wands in a little bit too. I did start working on this guy here. I think I screwed it up, but we'll play with it some more later and see if I can do something with it. I don't really believe in making mistakes when it comes to art, just because you can take a mistake and make it something beautiful still. And that is one of the beautiful things about art in general. Yeah, I should probably put my Dremel away, since I don't need that at the moment. Set that up right here. Idea for a staff. I do not have the facilities or the patience to make a staff at this time. But I do have it as something I would like to do at some point. Plug this in. Oh, D&D terms. Gotcha. So you want to make a staff in D&D? Because I'm down for it. Staff of the Hedge Mage. Please continue with the details on that. I really miss playing Shelby. Hope I get to play him again soon. All cantrips and low-level spells. Well, yeah, obviously. Some may not use charges at all. I think in order for it to not use charges, it would require some sort of check. Gotta charge my batteries for my other lightsaber here. I'll have to go through and put it together, a new soundboard for my lightsaber also. What am I doing? Grab the wrong cord. Well, you know me. I rock my utility spells, man. I mean, I know it wasn't much, but I totally scared a goblin away with control flames. Which is kind of funny. So this lightsaber doesn't have any sound to it, which is okay, because the one I'm going to be coupling with does have sound to it. And this one is going to be a solo by itself. And it does not have sound either. Soundboards are expensive. An eternal wand or an eternal staff with charges replenishing daily, weekly, or monthly. I like the idea of an eternal wand. 5th edition is really weird when it comes to magic items. 5th edition D&D. I don't know if you guys have played 5th edition D&D, but it seems like they took away all the ability to craft that you could get from 3.5, and that was one of my favorite things in 3.5. Is I made characters that enjoyed crafting things. And I actually have a character that is all she does. She is an artisan. She specializes in crafting items, magic items specifically. And she is probably one of my favorite characters. Next to Shelby. Of course, it makes sense that she's his daughter. So, yeah, I agree. It is dumb to take out rules like that. I'm going to order some light discs to put in here so that actually has a different color to it, so it's not just white. So when I put a blade in there, it'll be whatever color the disc is that I put down there. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I would recommend avoiding those if at all possible. Yeah, I bet. Those aren't pleasant from what I hear. Never really had a problem with it myself. So. Okay. What I had to do is test this. See how it works with our buck puck here. Problem is, my wire strippers are not small enough to strip this, so I will have to rely on a blade instead. Which means I'll have to be extra careful not to cut myself or the wire. Don't do this at home, children. At least not without adult supervision. So I have to remove the casing on this wire so that I can actually connect it to the other wires. How was your week? Anything exciting this week? Mm-hmm. I think we need a little more than that exposed. That would make sense. Teeth are not supposed to be wire strippers, man. Nothing scheduled for next week? Does that mean you're not working? Oh, no doctor's appointments and stuff. I gotcha. Yeah. With the slew of doctor's appointments you've been to recently, I could be excited too about that. Because that was pretty insane. Yeah, nobody wants to take extra trips to Seattle if they don't have to. I don't like to take trips to Seattle, period. Mostly, I don't like big cities, as we all know. Well, maybe not all of us. Got it. Alright, so we got both of those exposed. Let's try not to electrocute ourselves doing this. Yeah, and not having to go to Seattle, that definitely helped financially, I'm sure. Not working on candles this week because I have my test batch currently curing. And it's going to be another week until it's ready for a test burn. So I'll be burning those next weekend. Interesting. For some reason that did not work. So perhaps I crossed my wires somewhere. Ah, sorry, guys. I'm fiddling with these wires here. So. I'm concerned because the part that I originally ordered was a battery pack for 4 batteries. They sent me one for 2 after the one they sent me originally was broken. I may have to contact them again and be like, hey, this is the wrong size. Interesting. I have these quick connect couplers just because I really like that you can just plug these in and there's your connection. So I'll be taking a lot of the wires down on these so that I can put these ones in there instead. Oddly enough, I think this one will actually work with my wire strippers. Maybe. Jeez. These wire strippers are just garbage, I guess. Yeah, I'm not even cutting into the damn things. It's annoying. So, razor blade. One of my favorite shop tools. I actually picked this guy up today. I really like it. Look at the handle on that. Pretty sweet, huh? So, not doing anything super fancy at the moment, but that's alright. It's all part of building a lightsaber. Slow and steady. So I'm going to couple these together. I finished stripping the ends on this one. That way I know I have a pair. All right. So that's one. The LED here already has Yeah. Check this and see if I've got this working at least. Well, that works. It is just an LED, so the two batteries should be just fine, honestly. Still not happy about it. But I'll be content if it works. Alright, let's get all these bits off here. Into the trash. Alright. That is the emitter. So the LED will sit under the emitter like that. But in between here will be my my color disc. Because I'm planning on changing this LED to a white. And then I can make it any color I want. Right now it's just a green, which is cool. I have to double check how to wire this this particular part properly. Power button, because I could wire it directly to this, but I feel like I'm missing something if I do that. So it's got these two sides listed. Your positive and your negative. So with it wired, it's a blue light on the switch. And you should be able to power it on. And I think these other two here are supposed to be to the buck puck, which is this guy here. And the buck puck goes to the LED. So yeah. Let's pull that up online real quick. See what's going on. Haha. Hello, everybody. Doom, doom, doom. Huh. I was doing a quick search on how to wire a 4-prong switch, because electrical is not something that I do very often. All these places would like to sell me a 4-pin switch. I don't need to buy one. I've got one. I did debate using a toggle switch, because I like the idea of having just like this little toggle on my lightsaber rather than a button. because it seems cool to me. A little retro, because I'm a dork like that. People texting me. That's funny. So I posted a picture of my milkshake earlier. My cousin just sent me a message, says, "What is this?" It is amazing. Obviously. That's a tractor. No, my milkshake doesn't really bring anyone to the yard, buddy. Thanks, though. So this coupler that I got for my double-bladed lightsaber, unfortunately, it is not a vented coupler, so it doesn't allow sound to escape when I've got the other one on the end of it, which is a problem. So I'll have to get a separate coupler. Or, if I want to be cheap, I can just drill out a couple of vent holes in here myself. That'll allow sound to escape out of it. Because, yeah. That's alright, man. I couldn't help it either if somebody was just drinking a milkshake on stream. So one of the things I really like about this setup for my two lightsabers here is even without the blades on it, it still looks like a mace, and you're still going to do some damage. Just... yes. I believe that this is an item that I should make in D&D. Just looks like a mace, and the next thing you know, there's this laser light that comes out the end of it and slices things in half. I'll be sad when my milkshake is gone. Those are still charging. Well, I don't think I'm going to get much further on my lightsaber stuff today, so let's get to some wand crafting. What do you say? So, I'm going to put us on a short break while we wait for that. So, one moment. Probably for the next hour or so. There we go. All right, so working on a couple of wands here. I gotta put this chair away. Yeah. And by away, I mean just out of my way. So I was working on this guy earlier, just trying a couple of new techniques to see how they work. They work okay. I'll be happier when I have my wood turner up and running. But that's all right. I've also got this guy started here. So that'll be great. I'm going to keep this natural handle. I really like the natural handle. And we're going to do something with the upper part here. I'm probably going to wood burn and stain. Then I want to put something on the end. I'm tempted to put an epoxy thing on the end of it, but I don't think it'll go well with the wooden handle. I don't know. What do you guys think? These are the other guys I was going to work on today. These are all natural sticks, honestly, that I take and doctor up a bit. By doctor up, I mean pour my heart and soul into it. Sometimes blood and sweat when I accidentally cut myself. Kidding. I've never actually bled on one of these. All right. So I have some sandpaper here. Just gonna sand this guy down a little bit. Oh, that's gonna take forever. So we're gonna switch over to the Dremel because I bought some new sanding wheels for that. You know, sanding with power. Get in there, little wheel. Yep. This part gets a little messy. Turn that down a little. Very important item I forgot. Dust mask. You don't want to breathe in a whole bunch of dust. It's not good for you. we go. Created that indent there. Probably go down a little further and create a couple more of those. Get that off my laptop there. Downside of working in the shop with a laptop. Dust. The computer's mortal enemy. Other than liquid, yeah. Get some files here. I think that's enough from the Dremel for the moment. Let's get over to some file work. All right, let's see what we got. I'm just trying to straighten this out here. Just trying to freehand with the Dremel. Not exactly easy. Right, that's still on. I was startled for a moment. Nope, that's not turned on. One moment. Since I have very few outlets in here, I have to utilize what I got. So I got one that's hooked up to my light up above there. So I have an extension cord running down. This is plugged into. Add some heat here. I kind of cook this a little bit. Okay, yeah. So it's getting sort of a burnt look to it, slightly. That's what I was going for. Patience. It's an important thing, especially in crafting. It's a lot of heat. Ugh. See you later, Bio. Thanks for stopping in, man. Trying to round off the top of this so it's not so jagged. That's still very warm. Ooh, that's cramp. It's like chalk on a full cue. So that gives us a very different look on both ends of that. Which is, I think, kind of cool. Not sure if I want to add one more knobbly bit. I mean, technically I could. Good size for my hand, but I have weird shaped hands, so. It's a little thicker than most of my other stuff. It's got to be like half an inch. I think I'm going to strip all the brown off of the lower half so that there's a definite contrast of the dark and the light. Got my dust mask again. You guys are supposed to catch me when I do that. problem. Shop floor is getting pretty slippery with all the sawdust. Ah. Alright. Probably still pretty hot, so let's not touch that. Switch over to regular sanding. It's already feeling a lot better. There it is. Two very different sides. I like it. I think I'm going to burn this a little more up at the top, just to darken that up a bit. It's going to take a long time. Should I use an actual fire? Maybe. One moment. We'll use a failed candle. Just the flame from that. I don't want to actually put that on screen because they might shut me down. So I apologize that you guys aren't able to see this. Supercharged. We'll hit that with sandpaper just to take a lot of it off, but make sure we hit all the parts that we need to hit. There we go. All set. Let that burn a little bit. So a lot of black coming off of there. Yeah. I'm going to grab something real quick. Right back. Nothing there. Oh, yeah. So rather than it being black, it's just going to be a really dark brown. I'm wiping all the char off of it. The damp washcloth. That is giving a much desired effect, honestly. Well, experimentation never hurt nobody, you know? That's not true in most cases. But it is true for this case. See why I say this is a failed candle? It's because the light's already starting to burn out on it. The wick is too small, so it's suffocating itself. Alright, let's dry this off. Go. Whew. Hang out over there, little candle. Hope y'all been having a good day. To be honest, I find that I'm happiest when I'm working in my shop. Sometimes it takes a bit for me to get motivated and get out here. But once I get out here, it's just nonstop. I enjoy going and going. Until somebody tells me it's time to stop. Or until my alarm goes off and says, hey, time to stop. I had to set an alarm, so it will go off at some point telling me to clean up and get ready to call it a day. All right. Got that. Got this gift from someone for my birthday, and I've yet to actually use it. So let's take a look and see everything that we've got here. It's a whole lot of different bits for burning stuff, which is nice because I enjoy my wood burning. Interesting. Not sure what that's about. All right. Some really interesting bits in here. Oh, look, it's a star bit. some really good ones in here. I'm excited to use this. I got this one that's just flat, which is nice. It's helpful. Wedge bit. A couple of these bits are pretty thick, so that's cool. Like, look at that guy. That's a pretty thick bit. Be really good for using some of these. I got these stencils here as well. I feel like they're not exactly heat resistant. Probably won't use the stencils, but I will use the bits. So, yeah. That's exciting. Oh, awesome. So, these have a bunch of different stencil bits, or stencils in them. So, I will more than likely be using a lot of those for various items. Since the jars I originally ordered for my candles aren't going to work for my candles, I am using them for other things, or I have a plan to use them for other things. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, I don't believe in art actually having mistakes. At least none that can't be recovered from. And my candles, those have been a process. One hell of a process in learning. But there's a couple really good YouTubers that I've been watching, and they've been very helpful. One of them is Memory Box Candle Co. I believe that's the name. Anyway, the gal's name is Erica, and she is pretty knowledgeable, and she's picked up a lot of stuff from other people who follow her account too, which is cool. And that's where I learned to do my math for my candles, was from one of her YouTube videos. And then who's the other one? The Black Tie Barn Candle Company is pretty awesome. I forget the guy's name, but he's out of Kansas. And he helped me fix a couple of problems with my candles that I was having, such as really lumpy tops and stuff like that, which, because I'm using just 100% soy for my candles, the tops of them, they're likely to be lumpy. That's just one of the features of soy, unfortunately. But that's okay. Some more dust here. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, let me go grab one of those. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah. So this particular one has a sinkhole over there in the top there, and it's not too bad, honestly. I've had a lot worse, so that's an improvement. But if you'll notice around the wick, it looks a little. It's not as flat and pretty as one of the store-bought candles that you might pick up. And then this guy, this one actually turned out pretty decent. Still little lumps here and there, not too bad though. And they're coming out really well. These will hopefully be in my shop within the next month or so. Not these ones specifically. These are all 16 of these candles that I have are for test burns. One of the things I learned was every time you add something to a candle, it changes, or it has the potential to change the wick that you're using. So you can't just buy one wick and say one wick fits all, because it won't, depending on what you're using in your candles. Most of my candles have about 4 scents in them that I combine together to make one, what I call a destination candle. And yeah, it's been a journey. I think I am going to switch from using the dye blocks to color my candles to using liquid dye. One of the places that I was looking at was suggested from Black Tie Barn Candle Company did a review of these eco dyes from Wooden Wick, and I really liked it. I thought that they turned out really well. They are a little pricey, but they're eco-friendly, and that's kind of what I'm shooting for with most of my candles is eco-friendly candles. So that's why I'm using 100% soy. I'm not mixing it with anything else. I thought about mixing it with a little bit of the coconut wax, because I hear that can actually smooth it out, but I'm not at that point. Not ready to jump on that wagon. So, what's the thought? All right, be right back. I'm gonna put these back. So I was using mica powders in my candles as well, and those could be what's gumming up my wicks and causing them to burn out prematurely after the first or second burn. So are we looking into that? No, that's soap, buddy, which I am planning on doing at some point as well, but I probably won't be using human fat. That is one of my favorite movies, for those of you that didn't know. The book was pretty good too. Actually, I think the movie did a really, really good job of following the book. Man, it's pretty messy. You can see all the spots that had soy wax on it because they picked up all of the sawdust. Yeah, I'm not ready to start on soaps just yet. I'm still trying to get candles down before I jump into soaps. Dorky Dee is working on bath bombs, which may or may not be part of the store, depending on what's going on in our future. Since they're planning to move to Michigan, it'll make it a little difficult to sell it in my store because I do all of my own packaging and everything here in the shop. So those probably won't be in the line up, which is unfortunate. I'd like us to be able to work together. Wow, I can't even tell what that is. Nope, those are too filthy to tell what that is. Aha! Tis a bomb. Nice. Bomb ba bomb. What do we got going on here? People sending more messages, huh? Oh. Remember when I told you about that alarm telling me about leaving the shop? Yeah, that's the alarm that went off. To be fair, I've still got another 30 minutes before I have to finish cleaning up in the shop. So, I'd be happy to spend that with you guys. Um, they're planning on moving in August, I believe. Yeah, I know. I'm super sad about it because Spicavelli is like my best friend. So, but him and Dee Dee are going to be moving. Oh well, sad days for me. I mean, they're excited, so that's important. So they'll, wow, their wedding is next month. That's crazy. Time be flying. You seem kind of upset there, Moby. Relax. Everybody makes decisions for their own lives based on what's best for them. Usually. Friends, apparently. Other than that, I don't understand Michigan either. I don't know. I have a problem with living in a state that's winter half the year, you know? But, again, that's their decision, and I'll back their play. With any luck, they won't be gone too long, and they'll come back after a couple of years or so. Ah. So the Dank Madness is streaming right now. If you guys have not checked him out yet, I recommend checking him out at some point. I believe he's probably streaming Destiny again. All right, let's find out. Let's go raid that kid. Boom, boom, boom. All right, guys. I'm going to go throw us at the Dank Madness and see what's going on.
Wait, right there, as far as I know.
Dude, everyone's restarting.
Yeah, we all restarted.
Yeah.
Why is there so much rumor that I don't care about, but right here just chilling?
I know there's so much over there. I just need to might not overly be certain.
I feel like there's like shit over here on the other side.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
It just out the door. Like the fuck.
Hello, buddy. Ugly bitch.
That's not nice.
I'm sorry. I have a lot of built up rage.
That's not good. That's not good. Hey, feel good about it, Mom?
Makes me feel better when I swear at things.
Oh yeah, stuff on geometry. Fuck me.
Whoa.
I know. So yeah,
Experience of just like walking.
That's kind of funny.
yeah, I'm down inside because it's section right now.
I was in front of you. You were talking with me. Oh, am I going? Oh.
That was great. That is an
I just.
ability. Where did that come from?
That's adorable.
And let me figure out which way this place goes.
Ah!
Where did I do that?
I didn't mean to yell at you.
Let me have this commercial.
I'm having a terrible day. My friend drew a penis on my hand.
Is that bad?
Every time I look at my arm, I see a giant penis that goes like the bottom of my arm to my hand.
And
Makes me surprised. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Make it into an airplane.
Alright,
Wait.
Also,
Raven,
do you have any idea? I know you don't remember anything, but do you remember how many times you've drawn penises on my arms?
Deserve it.
Oh my god.
Alright,
Alright, let's go.
Once more to the fray.
You tend to find the giant penises not really here at that.
That's really funny.
I always wonder how my friends friends.
You have a cat?
I have a penis bulldog.
That is definitely a thing.
As I
Somebody rolls.
Okay, you said fuzzy friends, so I assumed there was a cat sitting next on you or something, but I love bulldogs, so that's even better. I know, but my first assumption was cat. All gamers have cats.
I
My
don't.
family has a pet, and to be allergic to cats, so I do not.
Never mind. I'm dead there. Wait, is he? No. He is dead. Imagine dying. Kinda. Hello. Come on. Michael, will you take it when he comes out?
Yep.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Please go away. Please go away.
I just got thrown off a cliff by water.
That's alright.
That's not good.
Why do they all have food? They all have torch.
Where do we need to rest? And
Oh my god. I love this.
no.
Can't they like spawn like a little farther from us?
Can we switch up? Can I use Ryan go first? Like defending first. Here, before I switch that. I just want to like have a feel for it's it sounds like it's not hard until it becomes hard. Breathe under.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you switch with me and I'll go first.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, does someone else want to go in first instead of me on the left side? I can try going in first, but I have no faith in myself. So, does someone go in and someone can talk and you want to talk if you want to run the roller?
I can also go in as well because I know I can handle this side at least because I have well in anarchy.
Like being inside is not that hard compared to being in with these fucking overload.
True.
Yeah. I want to. Yeah, I want to stay inside and have it around it.
Listen
I
to
feel like being
me.
outside is easier because you have two people.
You have to look chances are.
What are
What
you
are you
yelling
yelling
at?
at? Damn.
You obvious.
Is he
Is
yelling
he
at
yelling at
Soika?
Soika? Alright. Ready?
Sure, I guess. I'm good. Oh, he's over here. Ugly bitch. Get out of here. Calm down. Okay, let's. Why did I press that? That's not the button I want to press. Correct, you deserve. Oh my god. Great. No! I meant to push B, but I pushed H.
Why is
Why
everybody
is
pushing
it
buttons on
jumping on
accident?
accident?
That's why I
That's
use
why I use
controller.
controller. Okay, yeah, no. That would have been.
Yeah.
I think, but like,
Really? Do you
really
have the
give me
overload
overload
already,
already,
bitches?
bitches? Still blind. They're gonna sacrifice themselves. Keeper's down.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
have
have
to
to
fight.
fight. Push five. Go left.
No,
Now they're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Right
Right
now.
now? They're all because my well.
Because I pushed my
Push my
well
well
button.
button.
Definitely mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
the
Will's
Will's
wall.
wall.
He's stunned. Wait, what? When do you live? I literally stunned him. He didn't do anything. Yeah, that's how escape works. Alright, well that one was really tough. I stunned him a ton. That's the worst glitch. I hate that glitch because it takes a second to restart his stun. Yeah, just like when you stun them, they're just fine. Like they'll take damage, but they're fine. They can just run around however they want and still one type great.
You're super on accident.
Yeah, so
Hey, me.
this time around, the advice is to not cast Jupiter.